They gonna do something this year. They still live off sheriff's patrol in certain towns, but they don't even. They're not going through anything the cities go through. Yeah. So you just got certain pockets where you see these type of things happen, because that's what Esau wants to pretty much control the populace and put his smart cities. Yeah. So you're going to see in these major cities more uprisals and upheavals and psyops, because that's where he wants to set up his beast system. Mm-hmm. Right? But it's not new. It's not new under the sun. Yeah. They go for that foot on their leg. Yeah, that's awesome. They even know they see shit. This right here is just them. Edomites are very prideful, man. The brother brought it up. But they come up in one lines. All day I've been watching, like I said, I'm the biggest response to this man. Edomites got a fucking big squad, man. There's a group of teenage Edomites. These niggas are bored. So they go hop in a pickup truck, get on the interstate, start throwing rocks at cars, right? One of them takes a car, throws it through the windshield, basically takes the bitch head off. Rain that all over the goddamn. They go get these, they knock into their house. The father protected themselves. Fighting. They get in the interrogation room, they're lying. Y'all get fucked. These Edomites, they're not wild, right? Yeah. So when you go into Esdras the 16th chapter, which speaks about the insurrection, that's for them. Mm. It's not for those that are righteous and those that are following the rules of Yahweh. It says it's for the people that have been given away to idols. Wasn't they just putting up Christmas trees? So yeah, they go people taking these devices of wicked. Not us though. We move on as we see. Like your brother was saying, because everything that's happening, this is the Lord's will for this to happen. This is for the wicked. And this is Luke 21:9. It says, I'm gonna read this in the Amplified version. This says, when you hear of wars and disturbances, civil unrest, revolts, uprisings, do not panic. For these things must take place first, but the end will not come immediately. And that was going on in Rome. He wrote that back there when ancient Rome was in power. Right? So the same shit when they was fighting against the Roman centurions coming into the zealots and the Sicarii fighting against Roman oppression. And then you got a lot of these, when you watch, it's a show called Rome, and when you watch it, they was mad at Edomites. They were mad about the taxes. You know, the taxes were getting crazy. Food prices were getting crazy. Thing you see today. False flags from Nero. There was a lot of psyops going on. And the Edomites were the ones fighting against their own. Jake was already dealing with it. It was nothing new with Jake. But, so you see the same shit play out. Like Yahweh says in Revelation. Those that Christians were seeing in this attack. Same people that was on the earth, the Lord left about the people that said that was a good series too. Yeah, it was pretty Rome. It even shows you how Rome stretched their army out so thin. Yeah. So they wasn't even caring about what was going on at home base. You know, they basically destroyed themselves from the inside out. Essentially, see these going on. Exactly the same thing that's going on now. Yeah. There's no under the sun. You know. And the house divided stand. The house divided cannot stand. And this place is more divided than any place on the planet Earth. You know, like you don't see the shit that's happening right now in America and other places. You just don't. You know, you may see it in Europe every now and then, but even then it's not to the level because you don't see a lot of gun violence over there. But America, we're gonna see so many gun shoots, assassinations, and you know, this. It's wild, man. Like, I watched the video today. He just straight pulled out the gun and popped it through the broad day. Like, niggas in the restaurant, like, oh, shit, again? Niggas that recorded. It's like, oh, shit, again? Like, they can't even accept the reality of this shit, that this is what's going on. Because it's not normal. Yeah. And they make it normal. But it will be, because when you go into these dystopian shows, that's why it's good to watch these futuristic shows and movies. They put it all in there. This is going to be the new normal. Cyber cops pulling you over just before you watch. You ain't got no say. Show me your papers. Show me your papers, man. People in camps. People gonna be in camps. You know, people gonna be clogged up. in the metaverse. There's gonna be a lot going on at once.
A lot of people, a lot of people couldn't imagine last year that they were here this year and show me your papers. They could not have imagined that we would be where we're at right now in their society.
So you're about to see a lot of people start going off the grid, like in Demolition Man. You had a lot of the populace living under the ground, the sewers and shit. Yeah, that's what you're about to see. You're about to see people get back to the black market, bartering, trading, eating. Yeah. Whole new way of living, and that's what's really gonna be the straight and narrow and the rough road, because you're gonna get back to the old way of living.
Yeah.
Not driving a car, not shopping in grocery stores, not always having clean water, going without certain, hygienic products. Find a way to get some. That's why you got family is going to be tough. That's why the Lord said, "What are you to give suck in those days?"
Yeah.
Those that have wives be as those that have none. Because it's even tougher if you got a family, but you have to maneuver back in the old days where it was just.
And like you said, those people, that basically they took advantage of any type of skill set, maybe carpentry, culinary, or, machinery or electric work. Hey, those gonna be the men that gonna be some real prizes, man. Just again, because they got skills. Well, every movie, right? They say, what can you do? Oh, I'm a smith, I'm a mechanic, I'm an engineer. You know what I'm saying? Gotta be, like you said, they'll have benefits and use. Okay, well then, how about this? I fix this for you. We're gonna have a return. You know what I'm saying? Well, I got such and such. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, again, the people on social media, the famous celebrities, you know what I'm saying? These football athletes, you know what I'm saying? They're not gonna have no skill. Because what? They were taught basketball, but they don't have no life skills, man. You know what I'm saying? Everything gonna be turned upside down. Like you said, it's crazy. It's not crazy too, but again, silver went up, man.
Yeah.
I remember when I bought silver, man. They spoke $25.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Our silver went up, man. You know what I'm saying? Silver is like what the cheapest thing you can buy.
$103 right now.
Damn.
Yeah.
How much more gold, man? For like $6,000, like.
You know that gold. You find a nigga with gold, man.
Yeah.
You get a
You got to see him off the smaller one.
that's like for you. That price is like for I don't
Yeah.
find no nigga with no damn gold.
Yeah.
Gold plated.
Yeah. There you go, man.
An ounce of gold is going for an ounce.
Uh-huh.
Only for, not only for, but it's going for $5,000 right now.
Uh-huh.
And it's going to do nothing but increase.
But
Is that real?
Platinum and all that.
The scripture say if a brother can get it, it's a thing going at that time, but man should be more precious.
That's right.
Because you can have the silver, you can have the gold, you can barter, you can trade your goods. But if you don't have a man of the Lord around you,
Yeah.
none of that shit matters.
Yeah.
Because the men of the Lord are going to be more precious than that nigga. Spiritual power, the angels guarding them, leading them,
Uh-huh.
the hedge that's around them.
Mm-hmm. Covered, yeah.
You may have a brother in the faith that's not skilled in carpentry these days, you name it, but he has protection in the hedge of the Lord.
Yeah.
And that's none of that would matter because the Lord bought it off by y'all children. Hands going to the
Yeah.
So the brother got it. Yeah, man should be more precious than fine gold in the earth, land of earth.
And yeah, it tells you that in the scripture that's below that what gold and silver should I saved in the day that claimed.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't rely on that, but again, that's what people are on the words, man. It's a part of the system. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, we don't rely we rely on the Lord through faith, man. Right? You got it.
This Isaiah chapter 13, verse 12, it says, I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man than the golden wedge of Ophir.
Yeah, hey, like you said, gold is a precious, it's a precious mineral, man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you said gold can cure a lot of things, man. You know what I'm saying? Actually, you know what I'm saying? Gold is supposed to be in the river. Because what? Gold, gold cleanses, the river. You know what I'm saying? That's why I had Gad, before, the Edomites came over. Like I said, a lot of minerals actually benefit you. You know what I'm saying? Silver, they also got a thing called, the old leading, basically, used to have like collateral gold, collateral silver. All that stuff.
Those also like the best conductors to produce electricity or to allow electricity to flow.
Yeah.
So it makes sense why those pyramids and so forth, the things that they have, properties to allow electricity to flow without certain shit that we have to do.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like they, I mean, like you said, copper and all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, you know what I'm saying? People had copper for they copper for sewage.
Yeah.
Now it's all plastic and shit.
Yeah, plastic, PVC,
Like cheap, but again, going for something expensive for basically cheap. You know, what I'm saying cheap materials.
Yep, and that copper, or that gold, or whatever it is, that helps cleanse the water and shit that runs in your pipe.
And
It
also,
doesn't allow that like that breakage and the wear and tear of your pipes and stuff like that.
it also be a certain frequency if we get
Anti-frequency pipe.
like the big lie that that you said was babies was eating lead paint. You show me a baby you grew up with that actually ate lead paint.
Shit.
That was just their way of getting your house to a point where they can actually use their weaponry to look inside your house,
Mm,
send frequencies through your walls.
mm,
That's why homes nowadays are just built with sheetrock and plastic
mm.
and wood.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah. Cheap as would meanwhile they charge you over $3 grand.
particle
Not
board.
that 3 grand, sometimes 300 years. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, like you said, fire take place, a flood, just wipe that junk out. You know what I mean? They tell you that in the you know what I'm saying, the most basic thing, Three Little Pigs. We watched that. You know what I'm saying? The third pig, what it was his house of bricks. You know what I'm saying? But even you know, so you try to get bricks, but that's expensive though.
Strong foundation.
Yeah.
But in terms of the minerals,
Mhm.
there's certain minerals that emit a certain frequency
Mhm.
when you apply a current to it.
Mhm.
There's a certain or minerals, period, do things that either help your body or destroys it.
Mm.
But he uses it to destroy you.
Mhm.
You know, like for example, if you got earbuds and shit like that,
Yeah.
you know, the frequency off of the earbuds, off of that reverberation going through your ear, causes problems.
Yeah, that's cancer stuff.
So I mean, nothing that these double designs with the minerals that would benefit you are benefiting.
Any Bluetooth headphones, like if you, my iPhone updated the other night, just by fucking so
Yeah.
iOS 2.26.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. They told you they about to go to the next put implantable, because I don't think they skip all the iOS and But anyways, the point is there's a feature where it automatically lowers the volume. You know, and if it feels like it's too loud,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
the iPhone will take the volume
Yeah.
automatically.
Yeah.
Is it on for you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Because that's a dope feature.
Yeah.
But that's how they get you.
Yeah. Like you said, the point, like you said, we start asking questions like, AI, Google AI, and ChatGPT for shit, do some shit, and like, man, that should be helpful. Like, oh shit,
Yeah.
you know, like damn, you know what I'm saying? You know, see, learn something crazy. What is the fact that, you know what I'm saying? What a couple of years ago, we never used none of that stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, like you said, AI is really integrated in our lives now. It's gonna continue that way, man. It's gonna get more advanced.
Yeah, right. You know, and it's advancing right now than those people that got the jump. You know,
Yep.
because you know that graphene rebuilds itself based on the frequencies that's in in the atmosphere. You know, and with the shit they spraying in the fucking atmosphere, period. You know, what aluminum oxide and shit like that. You know, your body is already a conductor.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah, that's
it was already a conductor because of your blood and the water in your system,
uh,
but it's even more conductive now.
yeah,
You
that's all.
know, and if you took that jump, you're even more conductive,
Yeah.
more conducive to the frequencies that they put out.
You know what I'm saying? It may not affect them back then when they started, but like you said, it's over periodic way over time.
Mm-hmm. Yep, kind of. And that's why don't be surprised when you start seeing people bug out when they go to 6G.
Oh yeah, I can't imagine.
Well, don't be surprised when you see a motherfucker sparking. You know, when it goes, yo, I'm dead ass, because a microwave. You ever stuck aluminum in
Yeah,
a microwave? You see it spark.
yeah.
It ain't gonna blow up, but it'll spark because of those ionic particles hitting it. But your body now has that in it,
Mm,
and when you emit a high frequency like a 6G signal
yeah,
through your body,
yeah,
your shit gonna start popping internally,
yeah.
cooking from the inside. So we are definitely in some dangerous times where, you know,
Yeah.
his weapons have been set.
Yeah, like you said, I still remember when 5G was still new. You know what I'm saying? People were already talking about 6G. China was already talking about it. You know what I'm saying? When 5G came out back in like, what, 2020, 2019, wherever on that. I said, damn, they're already talking about 6G already.
Bro, remember when 1G hit? The big thing was like, don't have your phone in your pocket or you'll get stirred.
Yeah.
You know? And then that went away for a minute and you never heard anything about it. Next thing you know, these motherfuckers can't have kids.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's even worse now
Mm-hmm.
because your phone don't even have to be in your facility.
Uh-huh.
You can have Wi-Fi in your house,
Uh-huh.
transmitting frequencies and shit like that through your body, destroying you.
Yeah, we got
We're already
Wi-Fi
acidic.
6, Wi-Fi 7, now we have Wi-Fi 77. Goddamn.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, goddamn.
Right. I mean, we're already acidic.
Yeah.
You know? And when your body's more acidic, you know, you can't fight that shit.
Mm.
You know? Everything and
Like I said, if my father was came, you know what I'm saying, into the future and built this one, shoot, they probably would have been dead.
they will break down over time.
Yeah, they probably would have been dead from all the sickness. They first thing they feel is the air. It's all messed up. The food. It's like it's like you said, a group of that is like you said, people from Europe, you know what I'm saying, they eat all the healthy shit.
Mhm.
They came to America, they said everything was sweet. The water was sweet,
Yeah.
food, the bread, the sugar. They started gaining weight real fast. I said, damn. I seen that. I said, damn.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Everything they eat was just all sugar and all that stuff. I was like, damn, that shit crazy.
That's a really good point too, because I've seen some videos where they have these videos where they show African tribe leader try Kentucky Fried Chicken for the first time. Why the fuck would you give them that? Have you seen it?
I haven't seen it, but that sounds wild.
Man,
But like you said, everything they said, everything was sweet. But when you go to artificial flavors,
Mhm.
you look at all the chemical things.
Mhm.
Really, all that is different sugars. That's why everything's fucking sweet. You know, think about it. You gotta ask yourself how much shit you need that's good.
Mm.
You know,
Mm.
right.
Mm.
Right.
like, all that onions. I ain't talking about fucking double cheeseburger.
Hey.
And shit that's actually brittle.
Come.
Because the scriptures speak about it. Bitterness is actually
Ain't
good.
good for you. Yeah, it's crazy.
You if you
It's
eat too much honey, it'll kill you.
yeah.
Honey is good for you too. But honey is sweet, it'll kill you.
Yeah.
But people love sweet shit.
Yeah.
It's like a person with passions and lust. His lust to kill him. It's, yeah, you want that woman. It's up to her body. So you might commit adultery for her, right? Or you might allow her to, suck you dry, suck your pockets dry, destroy your fucking mind.
Mhm.
Just because you felt like a pussy was stupid. But sometimes overindulge just to kill your ass.
Yeah. Gluttony pretty much.
You gotta know moderation in everything that you
Yeah. Being gluttonous. Spirit talks about being gluttonous.
even in this truth, like you can't be over righteous in this truth trying to go overboard. You got no moderation because it's not a race to swift how fast you can get there. All you're gonna do is fall and trip any goddamn way. You see these guys in these other camps that try to build a big name for themselves. Running, trying to, what are you running to? It's not like it's not like the fathership is part right there. And like, what are you trying to run to be the top guy?
Yeah.
Just pace yourself and fight down.
Yeah.
You know?
But again, you know what I'm saying? Just add on to your sense. Some people just want to be that guy. Just like, man, I just gotta be the top guy. I just gotta be known. I gotta be seen. I gotta be seen up
Yeah, just in the crib, read all night, just to show it off to men. Like, you got niggas that do
Yeah.
that. You literally sit and read, memorize precepts,
Women and all that stuff.
just so they can look like a certain way to men.
Yeah,
You know? Because they ain't got shit else to do.
yeah.
You would think to us it sounds crazy, but niggas do that.
Yeah.
Since I was great legend. I used to watch this lesson. Damn, he's going down. But some of them classes, but that nigga going down. Captain's already that nigga like me, but others are like he used to really go into shit. So that tells nigga was just learning shit just to show off.
Mm.
So he able to hoop you just moderation and everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
The balance and force.
Too much sex, like fighters will tell you to sex before the fight. You know, they'll have control over their movements, like too much sex.
Oh, Adrian Brody, you see what happened to him, man. You know, it's like she had talent, but look at him, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, money and all that. Look at him now, man. You know what I'm saying? Just humiliation, you got Bob, no, that's like,
You
damn,
steady
embarrassing.
ejaculating your seat. That's your energy. That's your life.
Yeah, they got vitamins in it. No,
I'm not telling you to fucking go. What's that shit? No fap.
yeah,
So they say masturbation, yeah, semen retention. Where they say
yeah,
ejaculation quick.
yeah,
So they keep it all in their body. Now, part of that is truthful because that's your life. But
Yeah.
you don't want to, because that's what you feel drained after you eject, especially if you're a weak man or you're not, you feel drained because you're letting all that shit out. You're letting minerals out. You're letting, that's what it was seeds.
Yeah, nah.
That come true.
Yeah.
So you do want to make sure you keep it in it. You're not just always releasing.
Right.
Always releasing it. Like, good thing.
Yeah, not sure. Like you said, a Jake, I think like 13, 14, like she died from just fasting like all day. They said the bleeding from the news reports. You know what I'm saying? That's all he did. Fat all day till he dies. Yeah. So,
That's why
like
like
you said,
these young dudes can't get up because they have trained their brain to ejaculate in a certain way, certain position, sitting down. Tension, you got tension in your legs. So if you in the crib just beating your shit, you train your brain to get off like that. So when it's time to get the woman, and pick up a woman and stroke, your body don't know like how to react to that and get hard off that because
Yeah, you're not used to that.
you train your body to get off by looking at it and just your shit don't even robust. You just you eating, you just making it. Your body thinks, oh, I need something bigger. Oh, you supposed to.
Yeah.
It's not natural.
yeah.
It's not natural. Which is what we're reduced to.
Yeah, that's what happens. You know what I mean? That's why, you know what I'm saying? That's why, because, just add on to it. You know what I mean? People, when they see that, they think, like I said, the pornographic as in real life. It's not. And even with that in itself, they tell you, oh, you're supposed to position it, you know what I'm saying? Even like pornography, they tell you, oh, you know what I mean? I say there's a lot of scenes and a lot of cuts that you got to do, you know what I mean, to make it seem like how it is, you know what I'm saying? Oh, there's a lot of takes. I was like, okay, you supposed to do this. It's supposed to last long. But meanwhile, you know what I'm saying? But, they don't tell you that, some of them, like you said, they got to take Viagra, they got to take medication, for them to keep going. You know what I'm saying? You try to implement in real life, it's like, again, it's not what you thought. You're like, damn, you know what I'm saying? You're not doing what they do on the, you know what I'm saying? I mean, the movies and TV stuff. You got
That's really the point too, because that's what this is all about. Control.
Yeah.
Not about your flesh to overcome your spirit,
Yeah.
but learn how to work the other way. Because really, you let your spirit take control. You know the flesh. You learn how to deal with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As long as you stay occupied in Yahweh Simi Arshad first of all, you'll learn how to divert your attention to other things spiritual. But even with that, again, there's a balance. And that's what we're learning. We're learning that balance.
That's what fasting is about. Joe. Like fasting is so when you feel like you're hungry, you don't just go run and eat. Like you get control over those natural beast urges.
Yeah.
Because in your natural state, you want to do something, you just want to do. But a spiritual man has control. He's able to sit without eating, and be good. Like I've been up since 6 a.m. I've been work. Good though, because self-control. You train yourself, but these niggas, they gotta eat, and they feel like they'll die if they don't because they don't have control. They're like every other beast. They're like a monkey, like a giraffe to the Lord. They're not without that spirit. When you go to Genesis, it says breathe the breath of life in man. It's not talking about physical breath. It's talking about the wisdom, knowledge, understanding. The temperance, patience, humility. These are the things that he had still with him. It's still within him, so he can move over the garden. It wasn't until he touched that other shit that the Lord took that away from him.
Yeah. That's what's messing up a lot. So I feel like that's what's gonna mess a lot of people up here real soon.
As you can see with the marketing, like you said, people don't fast, don't do anything. That's why they grab, like you said, more than they, extra shit. Like you said, all the toilet papers and all the stuff. You know what I'm saying? We, you know, ultimately just need what, just what, just like one bag instead of getting 3 or 4. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, people don't know how to fast.
Yeah, right. We're going to Walmart right now. It's most likely probably from chaos. Really.
Yeah, like I said, line probably long by now.
Yeah, right. And not enough food.
Uh,
But if you knew how to eat, and if you knew what to get, you know, the small stuff will feel you the best. That's you know, like that's what nutrition, beans and lentils and stuff
That's
like
pretty
that.
similar to last night I made big pork with mustard beans, cabbage, put some sauce in the big shit. That's all. It gonna last me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's how we think of it. And you could put it on the top of rice.
Yeah.
All that is cheap. That ain't gonna
Yeah.
want you. That ain't gonna want you to go want like $15. That's your plate.
Yeah.
You get you one cabbage.
Yeah.
You get you the sauces like beans and rice.
Yeah.
That last what a nigga do? DoorDash $30. For one burger.
Yeah.
Yeah. If I could say something, I heard the brother was saying how, you know, in the spirit, it gives you this knowledge and everything. And when you walk through this knowledge and everything, you're gonna learn why it's best to, you know, to not do things, you know, in the spirit. I mean, in the flesh, you know, because it's not beneficial to you. This is Galatians 5:16. It says, "This I say then, walk in the spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh."
Yeah.
It says, "For the flesh lusteth against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh, and these are contrary to one another, and so that ye cannot do the things that ye would. But if you be led of the spirit, ye are not under the law." And I was just thinking, because when you got this knowledge and wisdom and understanding that you get from being in this truth and everything, you walk different, you know. So you're not going to be doing things that's in the flesh because you know better. You know what that leads to.
Yeah, you start to become more self-sufficient. You know, you're able to, you know what I'm saying, maneuver without having to, you know, give in to your desires and so on and so forth. You're able to go without, you know, practicing, what's it called, voluntary hardship and things of that nature. Like, let's say, for instance, like, you know, you got, you know, food in the cabinet, or, you know, you got a hot shower, shit, take a cold shower. You know, just practicing, you know, certain things like that. You know, warrior, you know, monitor.
So I'm gonna say this. Back in November, well, last year, September and October, they had a huge government shutdown. Well, not a huge government shutdown, but they had a huge government layoff. And all of those government employees were going into food banks. And they damn near depleted the food banks to the point where if SNAP didn't get approved in November, those people would have been asked out. Fast forward 2026, this week coming, they have to pass another bill to extend SNAP and all of the other governmental benefits. If they don't pass it, there's not enough food in the food banks. And with this storm hitting the way that it is, and they're telling the people that the stores are damn near empty.
Yeah, God.
And they're also talking about a shutdown of
Damn.
electrical systems. You listen to the news now, they're talking about Sunday to Monday, an inch and a half of ice. There's definitely going to be some power outages.
Yeah.
That's what you're hearing.
Yeah, God.
And with what we're seeing and what we know, hey man, everything is really on that tight balance right now, where you don't know what's going to happen a week from now. And to land back on what we've been saying, when these people start to lose their fucking head and run towards where the food is, we should be, hopefully, through prayer, have a spiritual mindset not to follow that shit. You know, to lean upon your how about Shemi Awashah to feed us. Because they don't have it. They're going to run to places like that.
Oh,
You know?
that happens. You know, all this that same thing, but they first run. They went to the grocery store.
Yeah, they're going to run to their oppressors.
Yeah.
You know?
Isaiah 30:31.
That's right.
Nah, the scriptures say, about our multitude to do evil.
Yeah, and they're about to do evil.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Just to get the resources that they need to survive.
Yeah.
When the Lord said He's gonna provide for us, take no thought for thy life, which you got for tomorrow,
Yeah.
and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
That Lord will told us, shelter, and feed.
Yeah.
My servant shall, she shall be called.
I mean, we prophesy in part, but we're starting to see the big picture. We're starting to see things put together that can cause that to happen.
Yeah.
We can see how, this civil arrest is going to happen based on what ICE is doing in these other communities. We see these things happen. Yeah, brother.
Did you see the video that the governor of New York did pertaining to ICE? The lady, she was on, I think she was like on some type of leave or something like that, but she wasn't home. And they were knocking on the door and they had masks on. They said, hey man, would you open the door? She said, I'm not home, or whatever the case may be, go away. She's like, well, man, who's home? She was like, nobody's home.
Somebody
And
got
it's like, well, somebody got to be here. There's cars outside. Da, 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 da. She's like, why do you got your mask on? Why do you have all this and that? And that? Man, we're law enforcement, federal agents, this and that and the third. She's like, well, you're not getting in my house. Get the fuck away. Like, we had a definite feeling like nobody in town. Bars they went in our house. While she was gone. So this is letting you know that these niggas about to start going in people's homes, you know what I'm saying, with or without consent.
Yeah. We talking about that earlier too. Yeah. Like you said.
And then I seen an article, pretty much in Arizona. It said that the for self-defense rights, they're able to shoot ICE.
So,
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Oh, that's a spirit.
So hold on, let me say this right quick. Line back on what you're saying. So this Edomite was saying, ICE comes to your door with masks on their face, 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, to pull you out of your home and detain you. Under that same respect, somebody dressed like ICE knocks on your door, breaks in your house that you can't defend yourself, and do whatever they want to do to your family. Where's the balance? There's no identification. There's what's the word? There's no SOP other than I'm coming in.
Exactly. And it lets you know, like, because even, I don't know if bro seen it a couple weeks back, you had the UPS drivers, you know what I'm saying, that robbed the home, and they pretty much killed the son, the father, and the mother, and left the child and the little baby. It was like a baby, like toddler, and then the second to oldest one, like the little child, had to be around like 7, 8 years old, and he had the teenager. So they was beating on the dad, or whatever the case, when you trying to get him to open up the safe. They killed the dad. The son tried to fight. They killed him. The mom screaming because she's the witness. They killed the mom.
UPS.
Yes, and they wasn't even real UPS driver. It was Jake.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that goes back to the point that you said about ICE. Like, these niggas could be betraying, doing this and that and third, because they see ain't nobody doing nothing to ICE. Who be fucking nobody in ICE?
Yeah, Connie, that's another. Oh, sorry, let me just say one more thing. You women are in trouble. You women are in trouble because they got videos with them walking y'all into the trees and shit. What's that shit? Like on the construction site with the bathrooms, with the porta potties. Walk your ass right into a porta potty. And come out happy. That's what's going on. You women, man.
Yeah, I seen you took the person on the border park.
It's crazy. But it's expected. Why? Because you women put yourselves out there in such a way that you don't need a man. You can do it all on your own. And you can dress all types of provocative ways that you want to without even fucking thinking.
No, her though, she probably offered that service so she can do the fuck, leave them alone. These women, man, they wicked.
Yeah, man.
These women, man, you get with so many women, they'll try to turn you out.
Yeah. God.
Yeah, seriously, they freaks, man. You try to get with them, they might try to stick your finger up your breakfast, all type of shit.
You see how that? Yeah. God.
They've been turned out at an early age. They got demons on it. They proudful, they yell.
We used to nasty that shit like, yo, same.
Bitches got pants on top of the word, honey. I see like they made
About with toys and shit. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I see something online, the bitch, she was saying, how she made a post and said, it was a woman laying with a man. She said, toys can't look you in the house like you. Been a bitch in the comments said, well, a man can't make you orgasm 2 times. Back to back to back. Wow, that's fucking bitch. Yeah, but that shows you, they just only, you, the scriptures tell you how rare it is to find a righteous woman. You know, you can find a righteous woman, blessed brother, because, you know, they ain't out here, man.
Yeah.
They ain't out here. Don't be scared to cut these bitches off. Yeah. Lord ain't with that scared shit, you know. You gotta cut a bitch off, cut that bitch off. If she overstepping her boundaries as a woman, cut that bitch off. If she's too freaked out, she don't know when to stop, cut that bitch off. I had to cut her bitch off. Too freaked out. Too freaked out, bro. Burnt out. You gotta get cut off. Because those things will add more pitfalls into your life. We don't need more pitfalls than stuff to control. It may not be a problem for you now, but as a prophet, you're supposed to be able to see for the future. This bitch gonna be a liability for me in the future. She gonna cause more headaches for me in the future. She gonna cause me to go off into my diverse lust more into the future. Always ask me for money, want to go shopping, burning my pockets. I gotta cut you off.
That's why they call it females, because they cost a feet. You remember that? That's funny. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, what they were saying. But that's funny. He said feed. I said, damn.
I had one chick, that she fucking gave me her phone code. One, she said, you picking her phone code? They never asked me for money, nothing. Those are the type of women you're supposed to be. A woman that's all for you and you know, wants to just be around, basically shit never. But these bitches that want to hide shit, they tell you what to do, when to do it, how to do it, control you, manipulate you. You can't have that type of shit in your life.
That's,
You cannot. If the bitch don't want to give you her phone call,
yeah,
that bitch,
that's a red flag.
that bitch, is she your woman?
Yeah. Just hang it up. Just hang it
You
up,
don't
buddy.
know her. That ain't your
Yeah. It's just your turn.
time.
Yeah. Just hang it up.
You share your turn at that point.
Hey, don't even fool yourself.
The other day, you can hurt yourself. You can more. Have you seen these dudes on social media? I'm like, bro, it's obvious. Why should not see her?
You see, it came over cussing that the bitch.
Oh, yeah, see that?
But one of his homeboys was trying to holler at her. Like, she brought it all out. How one of his main dudes that he be on stream with was trying to get at her to DM before he got with her, and after he was still on her page. He got, man, I'm gonna bring it all out. So now you see why he bugging the fuck out from the cameras. He thought he had a woman that was honest, and he's a millionaire.
Yeah.
Bitches ain't respecting millionaires. This nigga putting you in G-Wagons, taking you across the world. That ain't enough.
100K a month.
She like, what, 20, 21?
You know that my mom's an IG thought too, but her mom's an IG thought.
If they not gonna respect a millionaire, you know damn well. That's why I said these young ones are worse.
Yeah. You seen they were talking about that, like the guy, I think it was like Total was, but then they also mentioned that NBA Youngboy had took him. So he went to NBA Youngboy concert, admiring him, looking up like
Crying.
it's like, how can you look at a man like this that literally was just doing this to your woman?
So you don't know who to trust in.
Exactly. So you
You
had
can't trust
that,
no woman.
but then you also had talks that the reason why that she left him and she wrote silence because pretty much he had paid for his apartment, giving her 100K a month, and she got exposed to seeing what he was truly doing behind the scenes, and they were trying to give her hush money. So that's why she left. She realized the dude that she was with no more him. They got a picture of him with his fingernails painted, the netted shirt, and his hair cut off. He doing all like, you know what I'm saying, a whole bunch of weird.
Well, I did a video 2 years ago about when he did a prison shooting, and he threw it right at the end of the prison shooting. He ain't just do it to rush it. He closed the fingers, and he threw it at the end of the shit. And I told her, I said, why didn't Constantine throw this up? And then you look at him and Speed, the other big young streamer, the one that's going across the world right now. They were always, every once in a while, they would get together and do So streams together, but it would be a lot of homosexual shit.
Yeah, you see it.
Together.
Yeah,
Speed would be bumping on it. It makes you think, what y'all doing? What did y'all do all together? That y'all so comfortable.
Uh-huh.
And I just seen a clip where they were in the stream over there. And Speed told them, man, you ain't seen the car.
Yeah.
Somebody was video for
Hey.
That's my car. That's my car. Yeah, I see your car.
Yeah.
Oh, man, you see my car. That's my car. So Kai is probably like trying to be away from all
Yeah. Yeah, that's how you do modeling now and all that stuff. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah, that's the same thing that happened with Diddy and Justin Bieber. He came up to him, it was on camera. He came up to him, he tapped him, make sure he had no wire. He
Hey.
grabbed his neck, started whispering and shit to him. He like, why you ain't been answering? He's like, we used to hang out, we used to have a good time. What's going on? Where you been at? And he was like, he was saying something. He like, hold on, wait. And he tapped him, make sure he had no wire. And I said, oh, this nigga, Diddy's crazy.
secret society. Even that fashion world, we went into it.
Oh yeah.
That world is filled with homosexuality.
Yeah.
Another clip I see Kai, he went to Jada Smith exhibit.
Yeah.
And Jada Smith got his face painted red. Oh, he got these long ass cowboy boots.
He's showing him his designs and this weird demonic shit. It's like, for one, what the fuck is Jada Smith like? Nigga, you a rich kid, but sit the fuck down. It's a demonic world. It's a demonic world.
Yeah. You can tell, like saying on one of the Oscar awards when they all put on black and white suits and all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? Wars and shit like that. That's like, like shit. That's
We used to look up to all these actors and athletes. And, even these athletes, they throwing games, they rigging games. Like, we used to look up to these people and think they were something to extol high. Hollywood and entertainment. That's why Hollywood goes back to Hollywood, which was where witches and warlocks would congregate and would do spells on the people. And what did they do in Hollywood with these streamers? They call them up there to become big because they all are in LA.
Yeah.
And they manipulate the youth with spells. They cast spells on the youth with debauchery. They do homosexual acts. They promote pornography. They promote, being rebellious. That's what they do on the youth. That's what the youth follow that type of stuff. They're impressionable. And we saw those that's here, these young guys money to promote the youth. So now you got these youth running around. You can't do nothing with these things. You gotta kill them. You have to people.
I'll bring this out on the show. So last week at the plantation, remember that Jake I was telling you brothers about? I hear what you're saying, but I can't see it. Did I tell you something?
Yeah, I'm thinking about it.
This Jake was in the bathroom doing number 2. And there was somebody in the stall next to him. So Jake then says, I hear what you're saying, but I can't see it. He said he looked down and he saw a phone come underneath the stall. Yo. But they had to go to court. He said he seen a phone coming from underneath the other stall. He was like, what the fuck? So he gets up, does what he has to do. You know what I'm saying? Exit the stall.
Yeah.
Yo, he waited for that Jake. It was Jake outside the store because he was going to whip his ass. But not only is that wicked, but the Jake was scared. The mom, he was scared to come out of the bathroom. So they said that he was making phone calls, emergency phone calls to other moms that were in the building to come down there to help him.
Out there.
So, yo, that shit. I can't even say that. I ain't even say nothing to him about it. I ain't want to bring it up unless he brought it up. He didn't bring it up, so I ain't say shit. But to land back on what you're saying, these young people just live. Our little moles.
You can't do nothing with the mold. You gotta kill it.
And they got gangs.
Yeah,
When I went to New York, I'm bringing this all the time. My first time going to New York, I seen a gay gang. I said, one was on the other dude shoulder. Yo, I'm on and that goes into those times of trouble too. They have all type of groups, cannibals, gay gangs. They just won't budge. They've just been waiting because they got demons on them.
Yeah.
Seriously, spiritual. That's what they want. They go for it. Get them. People that eat people now. Yeah. People that have an addiction or robberies, they don't. Those are spirits tied to every single.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, y'all. Oh, my. Sorry about that.
Nah, you good.
God bless y'all.
All right, thank you.
All right.
My brother.
Right. She was main character. So,
She's down there. She's talking about, oh my God, you out here like that with your muscles out.
main character. She
Hey, okay. Hey,
Damn.
I think I love you.
just walk through and keep it pushing. You know?
Yeah, that's-
She had say it.
She wants some young man.
Yeah, that's his birthday. That's animal too. That's animal too. That's the spirit that's out there too. He's animal too. He's going to take his scripture. Levels of himself. Yeah. Motherfuckers that love. Hey, let's just be online, post shit, be out in the world. Everybody they got to stop to talk to everybody. Yeah. And spirits on these people. That bitch glow. You see that bitch glow? Yeah. Nah, she changed her. She literally smelled like a fucking AI kid. AI kid. Like, you know, like them little AI. She is getting worse. Yeah. But it's spirits type that. Think about all these celebrities that start getting tested. They keep doing more.
Bill Camp.
And they never stop. So people are getting on Glorilla now, like, what the fuck you do your pay? You just worrying about me, pay your bills. No, but we remember what you look like. Somebody put in a country like, well, does that pay you that you remember? She don't care because she got the spirits in her. Whatever she seen in Hollywood was probably sometimes exotic looking women that bring all that attention. And she wanted to look like her, but she don't realize. The women don't realize you could be the prettiest woman on the face of the planet. That is not enough to keep a man satisfied. There's always going to be another pretty woman that a man desires. There's always going to be a different body type that attracts a man. You cannot live your life based on just the carnal and the physical. That's not how you get. That's not how you're going to live a fruitful life. You know, but people, everything people are worried about is outside. They don't give a fuck about the inside. You know, destroying themselves. Make the letter back about you what you're saying, brother. I saw a video yesterday. You don't really know what the fuck it is, whether a man or a woman. But what happened was in the video, the person, they completely got a whole other face sewn on to them. Yeah, and they was talking about it. They was like, I went into the room and it was multiple options. Pretty much, this is the one that I had chosen, and it was literally a whole other face attached to their head. Yeah, they were dissatisfied with their face, and they got a new face, a whole other face off.
Yeah. I was literally thinking that.
It sounds like Texas Chainsaw type shit.
She went into the room, and she had multiple options, and this is the one that she chose. That shit still look hurt, but still, you know, you saw the scar, you saw the wound completely around her entire face. Spirits. Like, you got real life villains out here. I was watching another one of the crime things I seen. One of the ladies, she went missing. You know, she allowed a guy to, you know, be her roommate for a little while. But it got to the point where she wanted to kick him out because, you know, he was doing drugs, he was 30. So, you know, he kills the bitch, but dude he's a dude, but he wants to be a woman. So she didn't even realize she lived with that type of David. So the cops pulled up on him and knocked on the door. Have you guys? They go, oh, what should we have a missing person report at this house? Well, I'm squatting here. You squatting here for the owner of this place. Listen, we need to do a welfare. And when they have to do a welfare check, they can then go into the house because there's a suspicion of crime. So he ain't trying to let them in. So they're like, what the fuck? So they finally get him to come out of the house and let them in. And they're searching for like 20 minutes. They can't find shit. They about to leave. Dude, I smell something. That's what smells. But they don't see shit. So they about to leave. What's that? Fucking crazy.
Yeah.
He done put the bitch in the freezer.
Yeah.
And it's fucking, you know, and they call it locksmith. Locksmith. Oh my God, I want to see how
Yeah.
it's like. But these are everyday average people that are doing this stuff. Sadistic people. You know, we watch these movies where we see these villains like the Joker and all this. You got people like that. And worse, and worse.
Remind you of people under the stairs. Yeah. The latex outfit.
Yeah, look, again, like the furs, man. You know what I'm saying? The fur out here, like you said, you see all types of people. You got rich people that want to do stuff. You know what I'm saying? The people with tons of money.
Witches and warlock, like
The hospital and all that.
Hey, Rose got makes me praying because people are trying to put spells on you. You don't know who you walking by.
There you
You know what
go.
I'm saying? You gotta make sure you prayed up. This is dark. This is some dark, sadistic times and shit.
Yeah.
The Valley of the Shadow of Death.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
It's gonna be more spiritual. You know, right side and wicked side, like you say before.
You'd be surprised how many witches and warlocks are actually out there that you walk past.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I mean, they
First time,
there's a lot
first
of them.
time, you can tell by it. They got too many tattoos. Piercings, tattoos, definitely tattoos.
I can tell by the conversation.
Get out of here early.
You know, because you sit back and you listen to the shit that they say, and it's like, nah, that shit.
You can tell they by their eyes.
Oh yeah, yeah, right. That deep, dark.
That sterile.
Windows to the soul. Yeah. I seen one of them in the days that you might bitch. She riding down the interstate, and she don't want to wait. She impatient, so she decided I'm speeding past everybody. She's speeding past like 20 cars, but she's on the lane where traffic coming. So she sees the car coming. She decided she don't go for that car. So she decided I'm gonna merge back in. She hits the car, and then the car that was coming ends up nipping them too crazy. Both of those and the people in those cars, they all died, you know, but they get hurt and she
I saw you.
like she don't even give a fuck. She calm down, listen, calm down. You know, just she talking like ain't shit happened. You know, and it just shows you the type of people that are out here like and you tell me get into it with that person, but you don't know who in that person did not give a fuck about that. They just said this. And then they did a back history of her and find out that she always had problems with getting trouble. She just don't give a fuck. She was impatient. She said, "I kill a nigga to get well. I don't do it."
Yeah.
Shit, you don't know what spirits in that body.
Yeah.
What's that spirit? What the
Like,
fuck?
and like you said, every time you drive out in the streets, like you said, you don't know what you're dealing with, man. And like you said, a lot of people are steering wheel holders, man. Like you said, they don't look 8 seconds in their mirror. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You know what I mean? You look 8 seconds. Every 8 seconds in your mirror. And people don't know they just go straight.
Like Zorilla said, they got that look, but they do.
Yeah, that's all they do.
Like,
That's all they
sometimes I
do.
see them like some people just want to die. You look over, be like, what's wrong with you?
They got that it's a movie called The Crazies. I think it came out like 08, 09 or something like that.
Yeah.
Pretty much the town got infested with some type of plague or disease where it literally turned these people insane. Like they were no longer, it was like pretty much a sickness that had like some demon to it. They became like some demonic, like just willing to kill, like just all type of weirdo shit. But they had that austere look like, and they were strong.
Well, man, like doing my job, like working in the neighborhoods, you get to know people, get to learn people routines. Everybody do the same shit every day, so you know who's home, when they home, when they home. A lot of these people, they'll just go driving just because they ain't got shit to do. Like they'll just hop in the shit, hop in their pickup truck. I see them just driving around the phone like, what the fuck you doing shit? I don't do. People just gone. People just gone. No purpose, no sense of, purpose, no spiritual guidance. Like, and that's one thing that the gift of the Lord is stability. We take that for granted too, how stable the Lord keeps us. And calm He keeps us. You know what I'm saying? We deal with stress. We have stressors that affect our lives, but it's stable. Like, we don't have to be so fidgety, always, in the mix. The Lord keeps us stable. A lot of these people don't have that. They have to be in the mix. So they'll go down to a protest and a rally with ice at them. Fucking ice. And they get caught.
Lately it's been brought out, among the bodies to be content. be content with what you have. All things come from your help and see me outside. Blessings and different things. Of course, we all working on patience. You know what I mean? We may want more, but having more may not be sufficient for you right now. And patience and dealing with the Lord has given you, because when you lose that patience and you go out in the world, like what's being brought out, and you don't know what demons is on me. And a lot of people have lost their lives from getting into arguments and just being prideful and different things. This is Proverbs 15:1. It says, "A soft answer turneth away wrath, but grievous words stir up anger." And, when you're dealing in public or situations like this, people preparing for the storm and different things, they go try to snatch the last whatever on the shelf, and now you fucking around lose your life over some babies. You know what I'm saying? Because you couldn't hold your mouth, or people trying to you dealing with other men, women, and different things. Hey, people are jealous over the smallest and minute things now. So you fucking around lose your life just trying to be petty.
You wanna try to obtain the skill of being able to de-escalate situations. You know what I'm saying? When you look at the forefathers, anytime they came across a man that was in a grateful hour, their life was pretty much responsible. Not saying that they was in control of their life to the point, everything belonged to y'all, should be shot. The point that I'm making is that you didn't see Joseph talking to Potiphar crazy or Pharaoh, or, Father Paul to a cripple. Like they gave some everything and they spoke. Even with Abraham, when he went to Egypt, he had Sarah, pretty much had Sarah was sit there and all that to the Egyptian king. You know what I'm saying? You want to be able to de-escalate situation. With Jacob, when Esau came, with his army and everything. Hey, our forefathers, they use wisdom, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because unnecessary war and violence is not needed.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
There's a scripture speak about as well. Let your yea be yea and your nay nay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Hey, be a man of wisdom, as the brother was bringing out. But hey, stand on the truths. You know what I mean? Because this is the wisdom that the world wished that they had. You know what I'm saying?
Got precept. This is Matthew 10:16. It says, "Behold, I send you forth as sheep in the midst of wolves. Be ye therefore wise as serpents and harmless as doves." And that's going into like what the brother was saying. Sometimes you got to be wise like a serpent. A serpent, he kind of moves, because he only got one strike, so he gonna make it the best. So like most of the time, the serpent, he's gonna be very wise and watch. Most of the time they try to just blend in, so you don't even see him. And that's how we gonna have to be in these times, like blending in, be like it's seen being wise.
Yeah. That goes into not knowing what your left hand and what that right hand is doing.
Yeah. I got a definition for you right quick, brother. It's cerebral, because that goes into that intelligence. You know what I mean? Knowing how as far as the snake, knowing when to strike and so forth. Cerebral, in the etymology, it says it goes into the brain. It also says the meaning intellectual. Intellectual and clever. You know what I'm saying? It says pretty much it being clever, knowing when to speak, knowing when to be quiet.
Yeah, clever don't mean, I know it all. That ain't what. In the scriptures tell you the wise man know. That's in the script. Wise man know when to speak, when not to speak. A fool, he just talks.
Yeah.
So look what I know. Look.
Intellectual, and sometimes they can get you in trouble.
Yeah.
Show how much you know all the time. Yes, time.
Yeah.
And you caught that. You gotta play dumb. Sometimes you gotta play stupid.
Yeah, funny.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's a wise man.
Yeah.
You gotta know your house, you when to speak and not to speak. You gotta know when to speak, when not to speak. That's wisdom. Other people you may not know that you're wise and because you don't let them know. Hey, the scripture says cash your pearls among swine. If you can see the individual swine, don't catch your pearl because you're wasting your time.
That's true. quick precept backing brothers up. This Wisdom of Solomon 7 and I'll get straight to the point. 24. It says, "So wisdom is more moving than any motion," and that's beautiful because I think we're that about. You know, he saw even with all his technology, you know, and wisdom is way better than that. It's hard. You know what I'm saying? These bodies that we're in. Of course, we're multiple individuals, but the wisdom that it takes to utilize these mobile bodies that we're in is better than anything else we can have. It says, "Keep passive and go through all things by reason of appearance." That's the wisdom. Hey, the brother talking about it earlier. How man should be better than the witch. Both heard that goal, you know, what gets that man that? Is that a wisdom that's tied along to it? So it's the elect at the end of the day that utilizes that wisdom, you know, as the brother is talking about being cerebral, using that intelligence that Yahweh has given us. You know, he gave us an example of being able to move through all these things. You know what I mean? Even though if we're in the worst predicament we can be in, hey, the Lord has given us the Holy Spirit, wisdom, shield to fight through, you know?
Yeah, this is the worst. This is the worst position. Yeah.
You know, the scripture says, "Who can put a price on wisdom? You have more precious than the rubies." Something like that. You can't put a price on it because look at the average of the people. They practically, you know, they could now they may be able to tell you, you know, the books they read, or, you know, some shit that they seen in the documentary, but true wisdom goes into what we just talked about, discernment. You know, knowing your surroundings. You know. The individuals that you keep company with, you know, self-control, temperance.
Yeah, you actually got an account in the book of Acts. Someone actually thought that they could purchase wisdom, purchase the Holy Spirit. And what happened? It got rebuked. You know what I'm saying? Fools usually think that you can, you know, purchase the Holy Spirit with gold, roughly here. So you can't push. Right? This is a gift that was given from the heavens. It's not something that you can buy. You know. And personally, the scripture also says, "Sell the truth and buy it." You know, the only way you'll be able to buy it is with your time and through sacrifice, you know, toil and instruction.
You think it's something with the Lord. That's the only way you can get this. You know, because going to supper is about breaking bread. That's how we know the marriage supper of the Lamb is more than just eating and drinking. It's about the Lord breaking bread with us and imparting unto us wisdom. Right? Because he said he's not going to drink of that wine until he meets with his bros again, because that's going to be a meeting of him telling us things. It's going to help us lead a life of wisdom, right, in the kingdom. So when you sup with the Lord now, before he comes back, what are you receiving? Wisdom. That's what supper is supposed to be about. Gaining knowledge, gaining wisdom, gaining instruction. You know, when you sit down with your kids at supper time, you're supposed to be instilling wisdom and instruction. You ain't just supposed to look at their fall, y'all got the scriptures tell you, you're just looking at your child's fall, laughing at it. You're supposed to be instilling or that instruction and sitting them down and telling them how to live, how to be, how to walk, how to dress, how to talk, how to eat. No problem. I was on my way here, seeing these Japes, probably in their 20s, they got flip-flops on, sweatpants. I'm like, niggas don't even know how to dress. That's why you need, you know, fathers in these niggas' lives, fathers with wisdom, to show a nigga how to dress. Simple shit like that. You know, how to fight everything. You know, without that, you have individuals that are lost and destroyed.
The fools hate knowledge.
You know who hate knowledge?
He said, "Shit, I still remember, you know what I'm saying, when niggas started wanting to buy this out in public, you know what I'm saying? Even when niggas looking at it like what you doing to help people to buy this out there to the airport and all that stuff?" I'm like, damn.
When did that shit start?
You know what I mean? That looks real ghetto as hell. Shit. Again, this is what happens when you take wisdom out of a society. Built on the foundation of Yahweh Shem Yahshua. You get chaos and destruction and confusion. That's why they call it Babal, confusion. You know what I'm saying? Everything, I mean, at this point, nothing should, it's like at this point, nothing should even surprise us anymore. Like you said, you know what I'm saying? They can find new ways and people are going to do some dumb shit. That's what shit like confusion.
Niggas wise to be evil, but you do good. You have no knowledge.
Yeah, they go into the scripture as the leader saw the people. This nigga done built a society where you know, nobody's vetted, so everybody has their own belief systems, and you're living amongst each other. You don't know what a nigga believes. They could be a safest. You know who you're amongst, and you living amongst each other. That's why it's chaotic. In a righteous, stable society, you're supposed to know that these people are bound by morals and laws, statutes, and commandments that keep them walking the right. And they're supposed to be upheld, accountable when things go astray. Why is this son of house such and such out here doing this? Yeah. Bring him to let's find his father and bring him to him. We're going to rebuke his father for his activities. Why aren't you teaching your son correct? I see out in the village running amok, stealing so-and-so's, you know, pottery or whatever. You know, you're upheld to a certain standard. This society is just make money. Babylon is all about making money. That's all it's about, making money and so the quote unquote American dream. It's not about living a life of moral standards and upholding people to those standards. Everybody in their household has a different belief, different way of living. You got people raping their own kids. You know, it's so chaotic here because it's not governed properly. In every province is supposed to be a righteous governor, a righteous leader, setting up other leaders under him to make sure they're going throughout the city, checking on people, making sure they're living according to a moral standard.
And then what was hurts to me is like
Based off of the same standard.
yeah, that's what's crazy. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like I said, you gotta do that. Each state has their own rough up rules and regulations. You know what I'm saying? Some, you know, it's like some states, you know what I'm saying, have to be 17 to be an adult, 18, 16. You know what I'm saying? Some states you can't do this, but other states you can't do that. You know, it's too much.
Say something happened in Norfolk, you know, a person supposed to be able to go to town hall and say, hey, this such and such happened in our neighborhoods. They supposed to meet and go down there and then have judgment on whoever did that shit, you know. We got a thief out here in this neighborhood. All right, let's go down, let's bring a platoon down there, let's go find that thief. And then the village come together and chase that motherfucker away from that. That's how you do a community.
And we don't even know the state of our community.
You don't know who the fuck you living around.
Yeah, you don't know your neighbor. You got this app where you can literally be notified about how many rapists, how many sex offenders and stuff. Like it's so many.
And them niggas be hiding.
Them niggas live next to damn near.
So you really don't know who you have. Because you can have a sex offender on that shit, but he got other niggas that's living there. That's fucking. That then flee from where they registered. Like dead ass. So you don't fucking know. No.
Let's say for example, right? Like I said, I'm saying, like say, you know, if you're on a vacation, let's say instead of Utah, you can go to live in a different state. You know what I'm saying? I mean, as long as you don't come back to that, you know, state that you was previously. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, you know, they're not gonna mess with you.
Or these either must free, get new IDs, new homes, That's another thing I see.
That's everywhere. That's
They be
everywhere.
doing that, bro. They be traveling.
doing that shit, man.
But that all goes back to who they is as a nation.
Vagabonds.
A vagabond.
They do crimes. And you'd be surprised how many of them have done crimes in these small towns and ran away with new identities.
Yeah.
Living amongst people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right. You can do a crime in this county and go across the street to another county, and it's totally different laws.
Yeah.
That
It's like, yep.
that you will get arrested for in this county.
Yep. It's like, yep. It's like
That's
the police.
crazy.
Like
It
you
shouldn't
said,
be that way.
yeah, like you said, different police in different cities.
Yep.
Police in Norfolk can't, you know, do something in Hampton. I'm like, that
They
shit
be
crazy.
beefing with each other. Yeah.
My girl.
Yeah.
You got FBI fighting with CIA.
I seen one that the sheriffs was going at each other. Like they don't give a fuck about the crime. They trying to chase each other off. You know, you had this one Edomite, he murdered his girlfriend. He murdered his girlfriend, Nick Carter. He fled to a whole other state.
Yeah.
Blew his hair long, got a fake ID. They ain't find this nigga till like 12 years later. Family and you just 12 years. By that time he had a whole other family buried.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? So they be doing this shit.
That's crazy.
See, but it ain't gonna be like that in the kingdom. In the kingdom, it's gonna be a standard, a universal standard based off of the scriptures and whatever laws that Yahweh Shai decree.
Yeah, like if the Lord puts you over a certain region, and you may have Edomites in your region, you may have some of your sons set up certain leaders that they know once they present over certain regions, but then you have go down to the Edomite leaders that you may set up over the Edomites that report back to your sons and go all the way up the chain of command. But as soon as something happens, that even with the Edomites that's in your region, it's reported to the Edomite, and he's supposed to report back to who, your sons or whoever you set up, or they friend, whoever set up on that, and they report that up the chain. That shit get handled. How should we handle this? It gets handled immediately, so it don't spread.
Yep, Congress, you
Yeah,
on monthly.
yeah. Not when you gotta have a fucking court date.
Yeah, nigga flee. You know what I mean? Flee, you know that. Shit, a nigga will flee. If the cops go right now, a nigga do a crime, they go to this crib. And he be like, I don't want to talk. You don't fit full about those stuff. Let's make a report. I'm coming tomorrow.
Where he going?
Yeah.
He crossed Mexico State.
He leaving as soon as when you leave the door.
Soon as
I'll get like packing up when you outside the door. Yeah, I'll be here tomorrow.
You guys behind you on the highway.
That nigga gone, bro. That nigga gone. A vagabond.
I see it's a little side note. I see this video and it's pretty much this little girl she was in the front yard and they had the grill going. She was going around her car, so you can see on the camera she was going around another car just playing with herself, just running around the car. You see a van go right by, right? Next thing you know, the mother she runs outside here to grabs her kid because you see
I seen that. Yeah,
back up super fast.
Yeah.
And them niggas pulled off and started playing fucking the what is it? The ice cream song. and
Yeah.
shit. Like they was in the ice cream truck trying to play it off. I said, oh, these motherfuckers is slick. All white van snatching them kids. And then the father, he came out like, what the fuck happened? He hopped in the car and followed them. I said, if we was in the righteous city where we put the niggas in death, man.
Yeah.
Snatching people's children, doing whatever they do. Man,
The
that's
black moment.
and these niggas like right next door to you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's been so many cases where you see people they got abducted and they didn't live 20 years, 13, 15 years, not even know who they were crazy, not even know that they were abducted.
You had this one chick, she found out she was abducted as an adult. You know, her parents finally found her. She was an adult, bitch kidnapped her, grew up as, you know. That's the type of shit they do. You get all these people driving around with tinted windows. I'm on a route, what was this yesterday? And I'm doing the, I'm in the back of the truck getting my packages and shit. Car pulling up, and all hands in yours. And I don't know if he must have thought I looked different or something. He must have thought, like, I don't know. He might have thought if I turned around, I probably would. Bitch, I don't know. Because as soon as I turned around, he spat and drove off. Because all I see was a tinted, and he said, hey, yo, then I turned around. And I be having mad look at my face at work. But I just turned around and
Yeah.
So I kind of was like, you got to reel it back in, though, because the world, I had to reel it back in. You know what I'm saying? But I was like, but he split, like, I guess he thought I was going to be like some type of, I don't know what the fuck he was thinking. But as soon as I turned around, that's when he split off. If I felt like if I was somebody else, then he would have probably tried to do some shit.
He probably thought you was somebody else.
Yeah.
And he's like, is that so and so? And he said, oh shit, no, that ain't him. I done had some shit still like that to me happen. Like when I used to work in the store and stock, you know what I'm saying, beer and shit like that. People come to me, just staring at me. I'm like, what the fuck is looking at?
It's
I thought you was somebody. I like, bro, I'm not even from here, bro. You don't know me.
It's dark out here, man. Like, you gotta pray before you leave the crib. You gotta pray while you out on the job. Like,
in the car, on the way wherever you
real,
go,
man.
traveling mercies.
These people ain't rap techs. They're not rap too tech.
Yeah.
And we're not supposed to walk in fear either. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to be, nervous and stuff like that. That's natural.
You ain't using it if you don't feel them type
You
of
gotta have faith in the Lord.
I'm scared what I left. I'm afraid to leave my house.
Shouldn't say the Lord to make countenance or against God's code. That's all that matters. Yeah. You gotta come in that spirit like young David. After I come with power from the sword,
There's no leaf.
I come in the power of Yahshua.
That's right.
Heavens and earth.
Talking about,
You don't know who you messing with.
we got the names, man. The names is called.
Made that hard headed and definitely paraphrasing. You made that boy harder than this.
That's the time we're in.
Yeah, you got to. Like I said, you got confidence y'all about you not tough. So you think so what we shouldn't be afraid of anything. You know what I'm saying?
Right, especially now, it's like come in.
Like I said, everybody, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, everybody tensed up, everybody oppressed, so you know what I'm saying? So like you said before, you know, people just walking up to you and shit like that, people could tell again who's ego, who's afraid of confidence, you know what I mean? It's about looking at you.
Yeah, demons can see them.
Yeah, come.
Like fear, like demons love that. You know, they attach to fear. So they see fear within you, they gonna fuck with you. People don't want to combat somebody that's gonna give them a fight. Like even if they think they can beat you,
Mhm.
they don't want to have to go through the fight. Yeah.
Mhm.
So that's why bullies only pick on those who even fight back. I could beat him, but I might get fucked up a little bit because he gonna give me a run for my money. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave him. I'm gonna fuck with the nigga that he's.
Yeah.
He's sitting in that corner.
Just like they both be hit with the clown, you know what I'm saying? You're not Pennywise, but he gives off fair. So that's what you know, if you're not afraid of him, then you know what I mean, like say he really can't do much with you.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, same thing to demons.
Close down.
You can get that Ephesians, about we battle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, spirits, and powers. We get that. We get yours first, or we get that first.
Yeah, I get mine first. Since, we spoke about it. This is the book of 2 Timothy, chapter 1:7. It says, "But the Most High, Yahweh Shemel Shah, have not given us the spirit of fear,
Let it be done.
but of power and of love." And this is the key point in of a sound mind.
He wants to sound
Mind. Sound mind. Beautiful thing to have.
Yeah, it is.
That's why we love our peace. You know, going back on what you were saying about it, you know, you don't want to deal with what that's going to bring trouble over to your house or your life.
Mm.
Nah, you want a sound mind. You want that peace,
Mm.
tranquility.
Mm.
You know, I'd rather go through bigger struggle having a sound mind than have to deal with the attitudes of the demons.
That's all.
Cut that shit off.
See, that's what I like about Bruce Court said. He said, "But pray not for easy life, but pray a hard life that basically you can endure."
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? It's what you have easy life, like you said. You know, and just like the Earth Dollar Battlefield, but it hasn't been tested. You haven't dealt with an adversity. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you've been bred with a silver spoon in your mouth. I've seen it work for anything. So when that time adversity hits, you're just gonna fold quickly like a folding chair. Just fold. You know, I don't know what to do. I never have this type of way. You know what I'm saying? You know.
You're gonna see that a lot.
Mhm.
You're gonna see that on a very high level. A lot of people just gonna fall.
Yeah, like you said, a lot of again, you know, especially nowadays, like you said, a lot of these men, like you said, they wasn't taught how to be men. I mean, that's why a lot of men are like soft, feminine. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I mean, that work a day in their life, plus construction, and never got their hands dirty and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Scriptures even say even a mighty man show pride bitterly.
Yeah. Yeah.
The mighty man,
Yeah, we're talking about like muscular men. You know what I'm saying? That go to the gym. You know what I'm saying? Gym rats.
men
Yeah.
of war.
Yeah. Come on,
They're gonna cry bitterly.
yeah.
AIO would be what a sound mind is. And it says having the mental capacity for rational thoughts, good judgment, and understanding the consequences of one's actions.
Knowledge of wisdom, certainty, the stability of that time.
Often used legally to confirm someone's ability to make decisions like a will, and in religious context.
You can't do that when you encompassed by fear. The person that's scared and they hasty decisions, do something, lead them into a pit. But a man that has a sound mind, when danger comes, he doesn't immediately react to the fear. He thinks in the spirit. He will make the best decision possible.
Yeah.
That's gonna provide a way of salvation out for us.
Make not haste in the time of struggle.
There you go.
That Yahweh Shem Yahshua do his work.
Just like like I say, just like you play, certain video games and stores where they give you a choice. You know what I'm saying? Doing like certain quote unquote events. You know what I'm saying? Like the The Walking Dead video game and stuff like that. We gotta make a choice. You get a choice of, you know what I'm saying? You gotta hurry up for the time runs out and stuff like that.
Fight or flight.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You're gonna say this person, say that person. And but after you say this person, what are the consequences of saying this person or that person? And you know what I'm saying? If you make the right choice.
And that's what a lot of these women, that's why they're gonna be wanting, needing a man in these times to come.
Man of
You
the
know,
Lord. Shit.
Yeah, especially a man of the Lord.
But-
For those sound decisions.
Yeah.
A woman, she reacts off emotions.
Yeah.
And it's worse when they're on a period or they go through certain cycles.
Yeah.
It's even worse then. It's
Let
worse
alone they're hungry, let alone they're hungry. You know, in the face of adversity.
So that's why woman is not supposed to be put in a leadership position. You know, because everything goes out the window if she's emotional. If she's emotional. Rational.
Hey,
No,
Hey, man.
she's gonna want to do whatever it takes to quell that emotion.
she wants that confidence. That shit she get any time.
It don't make sense. Even if it don't make sense. If she feels betrayed, she's gonna do something that she feels betrayed.
He over here.
Yeah.
And she feels upset, she's gonna do something to upset you.
Hey, over there.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah.
That's what I say. It's like women are like children, man. You know what I'm saying? We just, children, we're just going our bodies.
And you have to deal with them like really like a father figure. You have to put your foot down. Tell them, you're not doing
Facts. They're not
that.
for
That's what they respect. They do not respect you sitting.
They don't. That's what I'm saying.
But they ass outside the village.
A woman that uses you for money, what is she gonna continue to do? Use you for money.
Until she get what she needs.
So remember, when you stop, she gonna leave you alone. Cause you never, she would never want you out of respect.
That's a big thing.
Yeah.
Respect. No fear.
Loyalty.
Because if a woman fear that man, she'll respect him.
Yeah.
Fear is the first thing. Because if there's no fear, there's nothing. You know?
That's
If
what.
there's no
That's why they demonize what's that? Color of purple.
Yeah.
Meeting on suit.
Yeah.
They said, oh, we can't sing our nigga have a million in their household.
Which created by lesbian, by the way. The movie was created by lesbians. So.
So that's a spirit. You talking?
Yep.
That's a spirit. That's prime example. Let that nigga go. What he said when he came to this shit. Yeah. He said, man, it's Irish. He look like he wanted to walk. Yeah, like he all tough.
Bro, what's the code for that? It's the code. It's the code for that.
Let ice come to the motherfucker.
It's too cold for that. I tell you, I tell you, it's too cold for that.
He might be more for that.
One that's holding his stomach against your ribs.
Uh-huh.
Jay going to get gangster against Jay. Get gangster against me. So.
The Lord knows everybody's darkest fear, man. And
But we ain't even, we're not even bothered. Like, cursing nobody up. Like, we could really be cursing people. Like in thing, we just cursing niggas out. Like, what else we do? That's the truth. We ain't say nothing to you. We ain't rebuking nobody. We ain't,
finish,
we
man.
really can stop rebuking.
Yeah. Finish.
But,
That's what this shit.
that's a ditch.
That's a really good point. Because new fellows like that's gonna come. You know, and you gotta sift them motherfuckers. Or they're gonna get sifted out. You know, those who want to hear the word is gonna get it.
God damn.
And those who don't want to hear the word is gonna call. It's right. Oh, I tell you. I can't make it.
Edomite driving that car too.
Don't care.
No, and they fucked up.
Uh-huh.
Esau fucked up.
We
Yeah,
can call
okay.
that person.
Okay. And I ain't no, like I said, and then we know ultimately, tweet me.
All right, folks, we can call it.
So this has been GMS Virginia. Once again, hopefully bringing out another edifying lesson. Now it's probably listening to how we see outside. We're gonna preach the East, give all praise, honor, and glory to. Double on to the elders and apostles, great millstone, shalom to the elect.
Shalom.
This morning.